I'm Mark Krexler. The Climate Web is a knowledge solution that gets at E.O. Wilson's suggestion that we need to be able to get the right information to the right person at the right time. And in this video, I'm going to quickly explore how the Climate Web can help you explore the topic of solving climate change. What if you could access thousands of hours of curated climate knowledge having to do with climate solutions from hundreds of experts, lots of websites, in just minutes? With that one sentence, you understand one of the things that we're trying to do with the Climate Web. Now, I've jumped into the Climate Web to show you a collection of index entries. There are several thousand index entries, but this collection relates specifically to the topic of climate solutions. And if you take a closer look, you'll see that people are having lots of conversations about different kinds of solutions. And in every case, you can explore through the index entry a lot more information. Now, just to give you a couple of examples of the kinds of things that you can explore, here's another collection, this one having to do with headings, thousands of topical headings in the Climate Web. If you take a look at these have to do with carbon removals and storage, so issues of carbon capture and storage and forestry and biofuels and air capture and soils. All of these headings allow you to jump to sources, collections of sources, books, reports, news stories and opinion pieces, graphics and videos, knowledge bases where we've collected information from all kinds of different places, and network headings where websites and web pages, etc. So it gives you a bit of an example for carbon removals and storage. If you're thinking of solutions more in the context of energy solutions, here's a collection of the headings, or some of the headings, that relate directly to different energy sector solutions. And again, as you can see, lots of different ways you can get into this and access information that we've spent a lot of time collecting and curating. Now, in this short video, I focused on climate solutions. But before I finish up, I want to point you to a quote that is supposed to have come from Albert Einstein, to the effect that if I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd only spend about 5 minutes of it thinking about solutions. And I think in the case of climate change, we do tend to focus an awful lot on solutions as opposed to necessarily trying to really understand the nature of the problem. And so I just want to point out that you can use the Climate Web to explore the problem of climate change as a wicked problem and all the different contributing factors that make climate change such a difficult problem to solve. Tons of index entries here, again, that you can pursue to dig into almost any topic relating to what Albert Einstein was talking about. I've jumped back out of the Climate Web. This slide gives you a little bit more insight into how you can take advantage of and access the Climate Web, and whether it might be the right tool for you. As I say right up front here, if you only have 30 seconds, it's probably not the right tool for you. You're better off just doing a Google search. But in many cases, it's able to deliver much more and much more effective information than you'll find without spending many hours doing Google searches. So take a closer look at this, stop the video, take a closer look at this, at these points. So I'm pretty much going to wrap up here. Here is contact information. We would welcome hearing from you and discussing how this can help address your needs, and much more information at theclimateweb.com, including the products page. And I'm just going to wrap up with this slide, which you can, again, stop the video to take a look at, that just gives you a little bit more idea of why and how the Climate Web differs from the idea of a Google search. Thanks a lot.